Hi, my name's Erik Branch. I am one of the composers whose music's going to be featured in this recital, Preludes and Serenades. I'm originally from New York. I have lived here since 1995, my God. I am a composer. These are actually three different unrelated pieces, but they do have a common factor. They are all miniature tributes to a well-known composer of the past. And the idea is not so much to write a pastiche of that composer's style, but to put yourself into his mindset and write from your own ears. So the first one, Fuyuyamaji, is Mountain Path in Winter. Was written for reimagining Debussy, is inspired by the famous ink painting by Seishu, the 15th century Japanese artist, called Winter Landscape. So it does allude to the Japanese modes, and it's definitely in that vein of Debussy of deriving inspiration from exoticism, for lack of a better word, from a non-European culture. The second piece, Vals Dusamer, bittersweet waltz for the non-francophones among us, was written for another one of Porter's calls, this time reimagining Schubert. And again, this is not a pastiche of Schubert. It tries to capture something of Schubert's character, the bittersweetness, the lyric quality. It is also an improvisation that was written down. It probably has more in common with something like Ravel's Vals Noble et Sentimental, which were also Schubert tributes. And the last piece, Valser de la Maga, that's Waltz of the Sorceress, was written for the pianist Giuseppe Lupis for a birthday tribute. It was a happy birthday Maestro Verdi, so it was on Verdi's birthday. And obviously, as someone who's had a background singing opera and loves opera, this was an irresistible call for scorers. The Maga in the title is Ulrica, the fortune teller and sorceress from Verdi's opera Un ballo in maschera. And I quote a big phrase from one of her arias. It's a very distinctive thing, and you'll hear it in the piece clearly. It's a wonderful little climbing thing with these intervals. It's very un-Verdi-like. It's very striking. And Orlando is a place that has grown by leaps and bounds, and there's a lot of cultural activity going on here. A lot of theater, art, etc. Popular music, less in the way of classical music, although that is changing. It's not the situation you'd have in, say, New York, where you have 1 million, performing groups. So the fact that there's somewhere like Timucua, where all of these things can be easily seen, is incredible. And the Composers Forum has done a lot to create events. You'll be hearing music that's totally new to you, music of many different styles, some elegant, some are more dramatic and stimulating. So I think it'll be very, very captivating.